Hey, 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 hey. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with the new video to bless y'all with R&B the right way, the authentic way. As you guys can see, I came in with my girl, the Shindellas, with Volcano Love. I love those ladies. Shout out to Tam, Casey, and Stacy. I love those girls. Like, y'all know I have been talking about them since 2018 when I heard Reconsider, and I've been a fan of them ever since. You know what I'm saying? So they finally released their debut album, Hits That Stick Like Grits. I talked about so many songs off this album so far, but yo, this album I listen to every day. Every day I have to listen to Hits That Stick Like Grits. You know what I'm saying? Because this album is just everything. It's what we need. You know, I feel like groups are really needed, and I'm going to talk about a lot of that in the show today. But these girls are needed, and they coming through with great blends, great songs, just a great, great album. So I really recommend you guys go and listen to Hits That Stick Like Grits from the Shindellas. It's on all streaming platforms. You will not be disappointed. You know what I mean? Like I said, you're going to be like me. You're going to mess around and listen to that joint every day. So, y'all know what the title is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know, y'all probably like, JR, where have you been? The last video that you did was the Emotions video, the 30th anniversary video that I did for that album, which is my favorite Mariah Carey album. She kind of paid the 30th anniversary dust, but I didn't. But that was the last video I did. We had a lot going on with the R&B representatives, which I will be talking about at the end of the video. You know what I'm saying? Because we had a big, big opportunity and all that good stuff. But keep representing the R&B representatives, R&B reps.com. Go there, get y'all some merch, some buttons, some everything like that. Just keep supporting us. You know what I mean? But y'all know what this is. It's all about current R&B bangers, which I'm so happy to be back doing again. It's so great to be doing. But if you're new to Junior's World of Soul, current R&B bangers are all about showing the mainstream world that R&B is alive and well. It ain't going nowhere. We have R&B out here. You know, I'm sick of everybody just saying that R&B is dead and all this kind of stuff, but it isn't. You know what I mean? It's here. It's just now that we have social media and you got to search for it and you got to find it, because R&B is kind of at the bottom of the totem pole as far as giving money and things like that, because it's now hip-hop now. So hip-hop is where all the machinery behind everything is going, and R&B is kind of not. You know what I mean? So I wanted to create a platform that I talk about new artists, you know, veteran artists, or just people that just don't get the shine that they deserve and they make good music. So I created this back in 2015, and I've been rocking with it for 6 years, you know what I'm saying, which I love doing current R&B bangers, man. It's just amazing, you know what I mean? But, you know, I kept y'all long. I don't try to keep y'all too long, you know what I'm saying, because I know people's attention spans. Okay, grandma. People attention spans is kind of short, so I don't want to keep y'all too long. You know what I'm saying? I already gave y'all like a 3-minute intro, but it's all good. You know what I mean? I got 4 joints for y'all this week. So by any means, let's get this started. And we're going to start with this right here. And here we go, people. I'll be your sweet, sweet caramel. Ooh, just love me right. I'll be your sweet, sweet caramel. Hey, hey, hey. Representing the foreign exchange crew. That is BeMyFiasco, who is representing Dallas, Texas. Now, look, I came in with Caramel. This song, I feel like, is the song of the summer. Like, I love it. Like, it feels so good. Like, you want to be out on some skates, doing your thing on it. It just feels so good. And it's a summer joint. I was blasting this joint in my car. Shout out to Zoe, who did the production. It's also Fonte. You know what I'm saying? The foreign exchange crew, man, they just expanding, and they made BeMyFiasco. She's officially part of the crew, which I'm so excited about, you know what I mean, because I have been a fan of this girl since Work On You. I've been a fan of this girl, and I was like, yo, she has that FE type of vibe. Like, I think I will see her, you know, with them, you know what I'm saying? And then when Zoe and Tall Black Guy came out with their album Extractions, and they came out with that, yo, and the first single was Talking to Myself, and I said, wait a minute, I know that ain't no Be My Fiasco, and it was, and I was like, oh, she down with the crew, she down with the crew, and I lost it. I love that record. Listen, y'all, please go check out Abstractions by Zoe and Tall Black Guy. That is one of my favorite albums of the year, like seriously. And Be My Fiasco is on it. You know what I mean? Cause talking to my, oh, I love that record. So I lost it. So then she now officially Fonte, you know, I guess officially made her a member of the Foreign Exchange crew. Like, I love this crew. I love Foreign Exchange, period, because they find talent and they just expand and expand. And Fonte is like, yo, he found her online. Like, that's what you do. Like, we need people like that. Hello. I say that again. Message. We need people like that. You know what I'm saying? We need people like Fonte that was able to find people, and he made her part of Foreign Exchange, which Foreign Exchange is, you know, the foundation, but everybody has their own thing that they do. You know what I'm saying? And he found her, and now she has this new album that she just came out with, which is entitled Where I Left You, which is a dope album. I really, really enjoyed this album, y'all. The joints that she has, to me, it's a very relaxing album. I feel like the album is very relaxing, and her voice is very relaxing. That's why I love Be My Fiasco, because it's very soothing. That's why you could tell, like, Anita Baker, D'Angelo, and you know, SWV is kind of like her influences. You can tell by the way she sings, it's just so smooth. And, you know what I mean? But the joint, back to Where I Left You. You got songs like Ask Me When I'm Done, Bad Dream, which is the next single that's out right now, which isn't all a bad dream. That joint is dope. You know, what else she has? I'm sorry, y'all. You know, I'm just getting into that. I mean, I've been listening to the album for a couple of days now, but I'm gonna give y'all the songs. I want to be right with it. Be right. Two Car Garage. Can we talk about that for a second? Can we really talk about Two Car Garage? I feel like albums, we don't have great interludes anymore, and this album has so many. Two Car Garage, and the background vocals of this song is freaking amazing. Shout out again to Zoe and Fonte for producing this record. It's like background vocals. That's me. And what Be My Fiasco is doing, these backgrounds is so amazing. These interludes is beautiful, man. Then she has Think About It with Darian, who was a part of the what did they call it? D Brock, which I want this guy, man. Listen, I want this guy to come out with an album, man. But for real, but it's all about Be My Fiasco. But look, they all one crew. You see what I'm saying? See what Fonte was smart. They all one crew, but they did a duet with each other, which I thought was dope. Withdrawals, and then the last joint, Through the Middle. But the song that I kept playing over and over and over again was Love Feels. That song just feels right. It feels good. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this feels like a hit to me. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, when I talk about this album, I'm going to talk about Love Feels because the lyrics is real. Like everything about it, but it still got a groove to it. So the first joint of current R&B bangers is coming from Be My Fiasco, and this joint is entitled Love Feels. And here we go. It goes a little something like this. Here we go.
Love don't feel like it used to. Love don't feel like it used to. Feels better. Yeah. Better. Yeah. Better. Love don't feel like it used to.
Now is that real or is it not? That's the real joint right there, but it still got a groove to it. Like, it's like not really a sad song, but like she's saying love don't feel like it used to. And in a relationship, sometimes that happens. You don't feel the love like that no more. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But the song is like it's so kind of not, it's really kind of like sad, but it's still got a groove to it. That's why y'all see me with, this is a Red Cup joint. You know what I'm saying? So Love Feels is really my favorite joint off the record. I had to play that like 5-6 times before I went to the next song. That's how much I love this song. So, yo, check out Be My Fiasco's Where I Left You. It's a dope body of work. I recommend you guys really check it out. But again, I want to shout out the whole Foreign Exchange crew, man. Y'all continue to keep building and finding talent and all this kind of good stuff. Shout out to Fonte. Shout out to Zoe, tall black guy that was all a part of making this, this record. And yo, check out Where I Left You. You will definitely not be disappointed. Okay. Had to take a sip on that one right quick. So, all right, we're going to keep this going because, like I said, I don't want to keep y'all too long, too long, So, here we go.
Baby, if you're looking for love, you're so over lady, you got to find it. Can't keep running on no more.
Ha!
You gotta be willing to trust in something. Baby, if you're looking for love,
hey!
you're so over lady, you know it's right here.
Oh, that's my guy, Kevin Ross, man. Like, I've been a fan of this guy since 2016. Now, if y'all been watching current R&B bangers, I have talked about this talented dude so much on this show because I want him to really, really win. You know what I'm saying? Because he's talented, he's young, and he knows what R&B and soul really is. You know what I'm saying? And like you can tell he loves this. You know what I'm saying? It is about a coin because I always say you'll do it if you ain't making no money. But I mean, at the end of the day, you want to make a little change off your gifts. You know what I'm saying? But this dude, you can tell he really, really loves it. You know what I'm saying? So ever since Long Song Away, I've been a fan. I've talked about this dude over 10 times on current R&B bangers since 2016 because he's just so talented. I talked about his debut, The Awaken. I talked about Drive, songs of Drive EP. Talked about Audacity, Volume 1 and 2. Like, I talked about him because he's so dope and like he can really sing. That's sad that we can say that now, that you'd be like, well, can people really sing? But this dude really gets down, you know what I'm saying? And like, he's really, really dope, and I really, really want him to win. Motown, y'all really messed up on what you did. Y'all messed up on a gold mine when it came to Kevin, because for real, y'all could have put that machine behind him and the talent and all that kind of stuff, and y'all could have had something new, and he could have brought something fresh because he's young and all that, but no. Y'all sit up there and didn't do right, but that's fine because he going independent. He doing what he want to do. I'm rocking with you, Kevin. I just had to let Motown know that y'all had gold and y'all just let it go, but that's all good. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. But he's still out here making good music. You know what I'm saying? Going independent. You know what I'm saying? Which I bow to him because it's hard being independent. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really hard, like really being independent. So I really, rock with him on that. But again, he's out here making good music, and this dude never misses. He has not missed for me since 2016. That's why I'm such a fan of this guy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, again, he doesn't have a bad song to me. He don't have a bad album. Nothing. Like, that's how much, like, he's really, really that dope. Now, normally my brother Sin, who helps me find songs and tells me about, he normally is the one to be like, yo, Kevin Ross got a new joint. I finally was the one to tell him, bruh, Kevin Ross got a new joint. He was like, wait, what? I was like, yes, he has a new joint. And he was like, oh. So it felt good to finally actually tell him that Kevin Ross had a new joint, not him telling me, which is fine, because it's like if he would have told me, I'd have been still talking about it, but I got to tell him and I'm still talking about it, okay? So, but this song is called Sweet Release, and all I gotta say, he has done it again. He has done it again. Like, this boy can do no wrong to me. So here's the second joint of current R&B bangers. This is coming from Kevin Ross, and here is Sweet Release. Here we go. Hey!
Change the way that you feel, make it sweet, sweet, sweet.
Still got the bop to it, still got a nice bop to it, but brother is on there singing. Sad that I gotta keep singing. He's actually singing. Again, he's actually singing. Yes. So, yo, he killed it, man. Like, this joint is dope. I know he definitely got a project coming out. Can't wait. Support this brother, y'all. Please. He's a young cat that sings. He's on tour right now, probably killing it out there. I can't wait till he come near home, like B-more or DC. I need to definitely go see him because this dude is dope and I would definitely love to see him live. So, yo, Kevin Ross, go to all streaming platforms, check out his music because please believe if you're an R&B lover and you love music, you would definitely rock with Kevin Ross. So that is the second joint of current R&B bangers. That's coming from Kevin Ross and that's Sweet Relief. Oh, I did it without cracking. The red cup definitely helps. Okay. Yeah, I got all these lights on me, y'all. So don't act like, I got like 18 lights like coming at me. So yes, that's why the sweat is real. The sweat is real, but I love it, so it's all good. Because I know y'all probably like, wait a minute, what's going on? But since it's there, let me address it. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna keep this going. Ooh, we taking it to the South.
You made a fool of me. You made a fool of me. I gave you all I had. I gave you all I had. You made a fool of me.
Woo! The veteran. I am talking about Anthony Hamilton. Anthony Hamilton, the veteran, for real. But that's You Made a Fool of Me. He just released his new project and titled Love Is the New Black, which is a soulful ass album, and I love it. Again, like the Shindellas, Hits That Stick Like Grits, another one of my favorite albums of the year. Like Anthony always gives you that soul. He always gives you that soul. But what really bothers me about when people talk about with Anthony Hamilton, they always try to say, well, he needs to get back with Jermaine Dupri to get that soul again. And they felt like he lost the soul. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, are you like really kidding me right now? Are you really a fan of Anthony Hamilton? Because I don't know if you are. Because I'm like, when you hear Anthony's voice, it's nothing. Like, there's soul in it. He can sing Hello Cat Dog and it's going to be a soulful song because of his voice. Like, he can't take that away. So I'm like, y'all want where I'm coming from, and I'm like, coming from where I'm coming from, and I'm like, y'all want that. But have you guys listened to Ain't Nobody Worrying? Have y'all listened to Back to Love? Have y'all listened to When I'm Feeling? What I'm Feeling? I'm like, have y'all listened to these projects? Like, clearly you haven't, because the soul is there. It ain't go nowhere. So I just don't understand. So everybody was getting that, oh, he should get back with Jermaine Dupri. So when I heard he was getting back with Jermaine Dupri, I was like, okay, this is, everybody wants this. I've been happy for what he has been doing from 2003 when he was quote unquote introduced to the world. But I'm like, he even did good on that Christmas album, Home for Holidays. I'm like, y'all for real? But again, this is what everybody wanted. Everybody wanted him to get back with Jermaine Dupri, and he did. And we got the Love Is the New Black. And let me tell you something. This album is the ish. Like, he got some bangers. He got the joint with Rick Ross. He got I'm Ready with Little John. White Hennessy. I ain't drinking White Hennessy, but White Hennessy. What else? I'm Sorry. What is it? Mom Dukes. Yeah, I suck when it comes to titles of songs. I'm not horrible. But, but the one that I kept playing and I was like, yo, when I get back to talking about current R&B bangers, I want to talk about this record. And it's I Thought We Were in Love. And when I heard it, the first thing, I knew the melody off the break. I was like, okay. But I was like, yo, Anthony sung his heart out on this joint. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, this joint is a banger. And I was like, I will talk about this. So this third joint of current R&B bangers is coming from Anthony Hamilton. And this is I Thought We Were in. Yeah, gave y'all a preview already. So here we go. Let Anthony do it for himself. Here we go.
I thought we were in love.
Bring it back.
I thought we were in love.
Now, y'all, I lost my mind because y'all know y'all hear that Philly International on this record. And it's clearly they're using the melody and the sample of I Miss You by Hal Melvin and the Blue Notes. So let me tell you something. So I know when Gamble and Hub heard this, they was like, oh, we like this. You know what I'm saying? Because they could have been like, no, you can't use this sample. It's whack. No. I know when they heard this, they was like, oh, yeah, this is good. This is good. You know what I'm saying? Because when I heard it, I said, yes, come on through, Anthony. I was like, come on through. You know what I'm saying? Like, he sung the hell out of this song. He sung the hell out of this song. He was like, girl, I thought we was in love. This is on some Billy Paul, you know, Teddy P, you know, Eddie LeVert type of singing. Like, he was singing from the parking lot. The mic probably was in the parking lot, and he was out there singing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you can feel all that on this record. You know what I mean? Like, this record is dope, y'all. Like, I get so hyped when people actually use a sample or a melody and they use it right and they give the credit. Because if you look in the credits, Gamble and Huff are in there, because sometimes people don't do that. And then when it becomes a hit and they, you know, let me shut up. I ain't gonna go there because it's all about Anthony Hamilton. But yo, Thought We Were in Love. This song is amazing. The album is dope. Please, y'all, go listen to The Love Is the New Black. Like, y'all will really, really enjoy this record. Like, Anthony came, him and Jermaine Dupri got back together and they created some magic. You know what I mean? So check that out. It's all the soul you need. But before I exit out of this, I was talking about the soul you need. I know I didn't talk about this record, but I talked about two of the songs on here. I want y'all also to check out Leela James and check out her See Me record. That's a soulful album too, and I like it and I enjoy it too. So while I was bringing the soul in there, I figured let me, you know, throw Leela James in there. So check that out. And yeah, so let's get on to this this new. What I didn't find, my brother helped me find, but so here we go. Hey! Woo! Okay, now let me stop because I'm gonna be talking about them for a minute. So here is Sault, a British group from the UK that I feel like are bringing bands back into the mix. But we gonna get there, But now I was introduced to them by my brother Sin, who introduced me to them. And it was like this Thursday evening, and it was like late. And it was like, no, it wasn't too late. It was around like 8, 9 o'clock. And he sent me this song. And I was like, okay, he sent me their song Strong. And I was like, all right, well, let me check it out. Let me listen to it. So I hit him back, and I was like, bro, this is funky. Like, this joint's so funky it stinks. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, this is a good joint. And he was like, yo, like, this joint is crazy. And one thing about Sin that has me laughing about, you can tell him that you're listening to something and you're in it, and he will not, like, he don't care. He will keep sending you songs of the stuff that he's listening to because he wants you to get there with him. He wants you to be in the same element with him. So I'm like, bro, well, I'm actually, you know, listening to BeMyFiasco right now. I'm into that. And my brother didn't care. He was just like, okay, fine. But yo, listen to this song. So I was like, all right, finally, I put BeMyFiasco to the side. And I said, well, let me listen to this Untitled Rise album. And y'all, I fucking loved it. I see why he was in that element. You know what I'm saying? And this album I was listening to was so black. And it was so just black music. And we know music is black music, just to say. Okay, Grandma? Yes, it is. And let's just be truthful for what it is. You know what I mean? But what I love about this group and their music from this album is they got disco in there, they got house in there, they got funk in there, they got soul in there, and they bringing it all together. You know what I mean? And yo, I was like, yo, the research has to begin. Like, I gotta know who's in this group, who's playing what, who's doing this, who's doing that. But the only thing that I found out was that they were from the UK, and I know that Questlove was talking about them on, he was talking about them last year, you know, because I watched a couple of videos of people reviewing them and things like that. But what I love about this group is the fact that it's all about the music. It's not about who's in it and all this kind of stuff, and it's just about the music, so it's really kind of hard to find things on them. But me just finding out about them, you best believe the research ain't gonna stop, for real, for real. But what I can say about this, I feel like they are a band, and I feel like bands, that's what we're missing, and groups in R&B to kind of propel R&B back to kind of where it was, because, you know, when you think about R&B when we was at the top, and I can say between 1960 when R&B changed when it came to Motown, all the way to like maybe the 2000s. Exactly 2000s is when we had groups, we had bands, we had, you know, things like that, and that's what we need, because I always feel like the bands and the groups were the backbone of R&B music. We can have our solos, we can have them, that's fine, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, in the 60s, you can have like your Marvin Gaye, and you can have your Ray Charles and Otis Redding and Sam Cooke and Jackie Wilson. But also you can have, you know what I'm saying, your Temptations, your Booker T and the MGs. You can have, you know, Sam and Dave. You can have, you know, the Isleys. You can have all these groups. You can have our solos, but then you can have our groups, because they can be the backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? In the 70s, when we started getting a lot of our bands, Earth, Wind and Fire, and Ohio Players, and all these, but we still had our solo, our Marvin, our Stevie, our Diana, our Aretha, but we still had the bands. Then you get to the 80s, we still had our Michael, our Prince, and this and that. But then we had people like, you know, Entombed, and you had the Loose Ends, and you had all these different, you know, bands during this time and groups. And then you go to the 90s and you had our Janet, our Whitney, Mariah, all of them. But then you still had our girl groups and our guy groups, and you still had our bands like Tony and Mid Condition. And I feel like that's what we're missing when it comes to R&B. We don't have bands, we don't have groups, we don't have none of those anymore. So how can we have a backbone and we just depending on our solo artists, and we don't have those that you know, our bands and groups that can help that. You know what I mean? So it's really kind of sad, and I feel like Sault is a group that is definitely needed, because again, you can tell the real instrumentation is here. You got one vocalist. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, look, I'm just finding out about it, so I could be wrong. But you got that, and it's the instrumentation is amazing, the bands, and that's what we need. And I feel like Sault is so needed. You know what I mean? And I'm really getting into them, and I'm really a fan. I really want to thank my brother for really introducing me to them. So I've been listening to this Untitled Rise album. So y'all heard Sunshine, Strong. I talked about Rise, the beginning, the end, Uncomfortable. Yo, when I heard Scary Times from them, it gave me Donnie, it gave me Marvin type of vibes. The Black and Gold I love, because I also love jazz, and that's very jazzy. You know what I mean? So, look, like this, this album is just dope, and I gotta go back to so many albums. They got album 5 and 7, and then they brought out 2 albums in 2020, which was this Rise album, and then the other one they brought out, which was definitely, you know, Black Lives Matter type of thing. So I definitely want to get into that. But the song that I said I wanted to talk about was Free, because I feel like it's inspirational and it's a beautiful beautiful record, but it still make you groove, you know what I mean? So this last joint of current R&B bangers is coming from the group Sault, and here is Free. And here we go. Give y'all a little nice little groove to it. So no. You're not doing bad. Go back. No, come on, see? They want to act crazy right now because they know I'm about to groove like a mug to this joint, so here we go. Hey! I wish that, like, if you two wasn't acting stupid, I could play this song the whole way through. Like, this song is just so dope. It's so inspirational. You saw the part when they said, I feel like when you dance into this, it's a freedom about it. And then I love the fact when she say, free, don't give up for no one. when you love what you do, don't give up for nobody. You know what I'm saying? You do it for you. You know, people like to put their fear onto you, and then it start making you fearful. Like, if you love what you're doing, don't give up nothing. And I'm like, again, in the times we're in, we need inspiration like that. Times is short. People out here dying. We need inspirational joints, but still a joint that can make you groove. You know what I'm saying? And y'all hear that instrumentation in the back? You can't help but to move when you hear this joint. You know what I'm saying? So, listen. Sault is needed. Again, I'm just getting into them. I will be talking about them more because I want to give them their proper thing for this research that I've been on. You know what I'm saying? Been watching videos on them, trying to find like interviews on them. Like, I really want them to get their credit because this group is definitely needed. You know what I'm saying? So, I got so many albums with them to get into. So, definitely gonna get into that, yo. So, for real. Like, yo, please. Go check out Sault. It's on all streaming platforms. That's SAULT, and they on all streaming platforms. And look, it don't even matter what album you start with. Shoot, I started with these last albums that they came out with, so it really doesn't matter. And I know you will enjoy them. So I'm gonna have to show y'all something right quick, cause I always talk about them, and y'all be like, "Yo, who is this cat? Like, who is this Sin guy that y'all talk about?" So I'm going to put the picture up really close. If y'all can see it, that's me and my brother when I went to go see him after my birthday weekend. That's Sin right there, y'all. That's me and him at the airport. You know what I'm saying? That's us dropping us off at the airport. But that's Sin, the one that always be telling me the songs, and always I talk about him. So now y'all can kind of see what he looked like. And since we there, I can talk about my pops. That's Sin's father, but that's my pops right there. So, yeah, had to shout out pops. You know what I mean? Love y'all, man. But, those are your 4 joints this week, yo. Dope joints. I gave y'all BeMyFiasco, Love Feels. Gave y'all Kevin Ross with Sweet Release. Anthony Hamilton with You Made a Fool of Me. And I Thought We Were in Love. And then Sault with Free. Look, y'all, please do not let them tell y'all that R&B is dead and all this narrative. Please, it's not that. And if that's the case, send them the current R&B bangers so they can see that it's alive and well. But I know y'all like, JR, where have you been? What is going on? Listen, we've been doing R&B reps. We just did our first show at Duke University, which was amazing. It was so great. Definitely emotional time at the end. You know, I love my sis. This is my partner in crime forever. We doing some big things. We got some big things coming up and everything. So continue to keep rocking with the R&B rap. Junior's World of Soul ain't going nowhere. Just letting y'all know. But yo, we had a lot going on with the R&B representatives, and we had to get things right for Duke and all that good stuff. So we're gonna be putting that video out soon. So I'm gonna give y'all all that information as well. So I'll put it under the more info box when I get everything right, or I'll just do a quick video to let y'all know where it is. But y'all know, I think that's it. I think that's all for the church announcements. But y'all know how I like to do. I love to end, I came in with something fresh. I love to end with something new. I love old school music. Y'all know that. Motown is my favorite, which when we was at Duke, I talked a lot about it. So this song was actually number 145. No, had to be longer than that. 55 years ago. Yes. 55 years ago, this song was number 1, and it's by The Temptations, and it's a song that we all know, and hopefully see y'all next week, and here we go.
I learned to do without.
Oh, yeah. Beauty's on the skin deep. Yeah. Beauty's on the skin deep. Oh, yeah. I'm out, y'all. Peace.